You're having the
was.
best experience of your life.
This is the best experience I've ever had.
He was ready to be done with us for sure by that point.
This is where they shot the movie White Man Can't Jump.
Oh!
We were probably supposed to have some sort of clearance or permit before we just showed up with Lamar Odom at Venice Beach to play basketball. We didn't get any of that.
Idiot.
People that looked official came and started scolding us.
But we got the full game of pig in, and it ended up being a complete shoot.
It's over for you. You ready? Get in there.
It's not every day getting mauled by a lion is actually a concern on the job.
They gave us an out. They said, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to go. And I was like, I have to go. I have to do it.
Any person who does something extreme, you're always going to get the normal person looking at them as if they're nuts. I'd rather die living than die not living.
After our little safety talk, I think I felt less safe than I did going into it.
And he's like, any questions? And everybody was like,
You all just lie down.
You almost lose perspective over like the danger that's involved with something like that because it just looks so normal when he's doing it.
I had no clue how big these things were until they were inches from my face.
It's not often that the lions kill a live animal in a sanctuary. We were practically within arm's reach of the lion.
it was a quick reminder of, these are lions.
He's doing what he does naturally, so absolutely. Wouldn't you be?
I know what cricket is, but I had no idea who Virat Kohli was.
But once you got there, you were educated immediately.
So this is a little bit of the beginning of what can potentially happen.
Little did I know, he is arguably the most famous person in a country with 1.3 billion people, 4 times the size of the US, is married to a leading Bollywood actress, and they just cannot go out of their home. Explain what royal jail is.
You are living a good life. You are getting all the facilities, but you just don't have the option of stepping out.
When his manager said to me, you need to pay for half a dozen security guards, and I remember thinking to myself, this is ridiculous.
So when we pulled up to the store,
It was like John Lennon was gonna just show up.
it went from about a couple of dozen of people to a couple of hundred hanging out outside the store.
You realize real quickly that you are so grateful for having those security guards.
Driving around the golf course was fun. Everyone definitely knew who Charles Schwab was.
Somebody stopped us while we were riding in the golf cart and recognized me. And I'm thinking to myself, you gotta be kidding me. I'm sitting next to Charles Schwab.
I like the show, Graham.
Oh, thank you very much. My man Chuck just let one go over the fence, and there's like kids everywhere. And yeah, I just remember him looking at the cameras and being like,
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh.
This is the Monday before the Wednesday postponement of the NBA season due to COVID. Max weren't a thing yet. Nobody quite knew what was going on, but it was his first interview after he signed the massive record-setting CBS broadcasting contract.
How did you find out, and what was your reaction?
So of course we want to get the scoop.
I wake up that morning to a message from Tony saying, I'm not going to really discuss the CBS contract.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into detail on just the contract stuff.
Like, what do you mean?
it was like when you go to your friend's house and you watch their parents fight. You want to leave immediately, but you can't.
Well, so not talking any numbers, just your, like, do you get a call?
Yeah, like I said, I'm just not going to really go into the contract stuff.
So we made the best of a kind of unusual situation with a little bit of help from Saints head coach Sean Payton.
Oh boy, this never turns out well.
Sean, back in the day when he was a Cowboys coach, thought he could sign Romo for less money than the Cowboys were actually willing to offer Romo.
So I've always joked he's owed me $10,000 all these years.
Peyton said he'd be good for the check. So we had to improvise and figure out, okay, how can we come up with a tasteful way to present a fake check to Romo just for the purposes of TV?
And Tony thought it was real, and we had to tell his wife,
Please don't take that to the bank. That would have been a real problem.
Tony was probably the most begrudgingly willing participant.
We got the day started late just because people were in my house interviewing me.
You're having the
was
best experience of your life.
It's the best experience I've ever had.
He was ready to be done with us for sure by that point, so it was a little playful joking around / semi get the hell out of here.
It's a good hole to end on, right?
Yeah, that's a good one. I did have fun. Hate to admit it.